Okay, today on CPF Custom Garage, we're going to put the pistons in, and this is the stuff I'm going to use. There's my pistons. I cleaned them as good as possible. I'm just putting stock back in. There's the bearings. Here's the part number. And then there's the piston rings I'm going to use. And that's the part number. The ring compressor tool. Obviously going to need your torque wrench, ultra slick, some WD-40 just to clean, and obviously the block. You're going to need that. First things first, I took all the number 1 piston rings and I just put them all in place. Now I'm taking my feeler gauge and I'm doing, this is the bottom ring, so I'm going to do this at 21 thousandths. So I'm just looking for the 21 thousandths on this feeler gauge right now. There we go. Okay, I've already stuck them all into the holes that they are supposed to be in. Now I'm just going to check the gappage. It's really good there. A little bit of friction, but not too much. All there. They're all good, because I've already previously went through all them and did all the gapping and everything for them. Okay, now these are the top rings I have in there. And I believe they're set to I can't remember, hold on. Okay, now this is the top ring, and they're going to be gapped to 19 thousandths. Bottom ring, 21 thousandths. The top ring, 19 thousandths. So I'm going to pull out the 19 thousandths and I'm going to check them real quick. Oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta first seat them down because I've already went and filed every single one of them and got them checked. But this is for camera purposes. I'm just seating it down to where the piston stops there. Oh. Okay. And now I'm going to check them. $19 thousandths. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, next step is to take them out and put them with the corresponding piston, like right over there. See, I just have them laid out on the table right here. And this is just the oil ring and the groove ring. You don't really have to gap those, or the oil ring. Okay, I've already put all the other rings on. I'm saved one to do on camera, but I already put the rings on. I clocked them where they're supposed to be, the rings. Now I'm going to do the last one on camera here, which is this one. It's empty. So first thing I do is put this grooved ring in there, which I try to put this, I just put this in there, right? And where it's cut open right there, I put like right there. So then the next one is These are like spacer rings, I guess. They go on the top and bottom of that. So I usually put one right here, the opening, and then on the complete opposite side I put one over here. So basically I just take the opening, put it where I need to go, so which I'm going to do the bottom one first, and then I just work it down in its slot where it's supposed to go, and I just turn the piston as I go, and boom, it's in. So now I make sure that one's spaced in there properly. Okay, now that one is in, which the opening is right over here, so I'm going to move it back over there. Okay, now the next one I'm going to put the opening right up here, so I put it like that right on top. I just work my way around and just slip it in its slot, and there it goes. Boom, she's done. Those two are in. All three of those are in. One grooves here, one grooves over here, and then the spacing is right here for the middle one. Sometimes I have to take the pin and pull this off for the other one, but look, boom, it's in. So I put it like center here, like so. It takes some finessing, but once you get it, you don't have to worry about it no more. Okay, I'm just moving the ring over a little bit more. There. Okay, now I'm going to put the middle ring in, which has this little dot on it. If you can see, I don't know if you can. It's like right there, little dot. Well, I put that on the top. So now I just put that in the center where it needs to go, and then just work it around. And I put it on the sleeve. And then the top ring, I just do the total opposite side. So the oil has the longest path to pass by to get through the pistons. And that's how it looks when it's done. One there, the second one's there. And that's it for the rings being put onto the pistons. Okay, now I'm going to take the bearings, which they're right here. I laid them out, and we're going to clean them off with some WD-40 here, because they have some grease from oil from factory that need to be wiped off before. Just giving a quick spray down with WD-40. Here, just gonna wipe it down. Basically just get all the oil coating off of them. Sorry, it takes a second here to go through all this. Okay. There we go. Okay, one last one. Okay. Now, basically, we're gonna take the tang again. You see the little tang there? Hangs off. We're gonna grab your piston, which I'm gonna give it a quick WD-40 cleaning in there too, to get it ready to receive it. No oil, no nothing put on this. Just slip your thing in, line your tang up. And some of them you gotta look, these are universals, so it doesn't matter, but some of these have a top and bottom to them, which these ones don't. So there, that's what it looks like with the thing in. Line up the tang, lay it back down over here. Okay, next one. Okay, a little bit of WD-40 again. Take my rag, clean it up. Okay. Take the tang, line it up, push her home. You'll hear it like almost clip in. Sometimes it doesn't want to slide, but that's basically it for that one. Okay, next one, do the same thing. WD-40, clean it up, and then line up the tang with the top there, push it down in. Boom. Boom. That one's in. Okay. Last one. Little WD-40. Wipe it off. Turn it around so the tang lines up. And basically like so. And that's what they look like when they're done. Okay, now I'm just going to repeat the process with the bottom parts. So I'm just going to put a little WD-40 on it and do some wiping. Right like that. I'm going to just do them all at one time, making my job a little bit quicker, right? Okay, that one's ready. That one's ready. And this one. Okay, now, same thing. I'm going to take my tang, line it up, push in. And that's it. Boom. One. Take the tang, line it up, push in. Bang. Number two. Next one. Oh, shit. Next one's done. Okay, last but not least, this one. Boom. Okay. Basically, I'm just going to give it another little wipe down on all of them. No fingerprints, no nothing on them. Okay, that's it. All right. I'm going to do the same with the top ones here. And there you go. Just clean. Make sure everything is clean. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to put them in the block using my spring compressor tool. This is a cheap one. You can buy expensive ones. I paid like 12 bucks for this thing at my local parts store. So basically I'm taking some Lucas heavy duty stabilizer oil stuff, and I'm just putting some on my fingers here, like so. It's quite a bit, and just wipe it inside here to lubricate it for the pistons to go into the block without scoring it too hard. Do the last one here. I've already did the first two off camera. Now I'm just lube it up a little bit. Don't be shy with this shit, because you need it to be lubed up for the pistons to slide right in. Okay, that's basically all of them. Now I'm going to get the pistons ready to go in, which now I took my piston compressor ring compressor tool, and now I just put some stabilizer in there too to make it slide, so the piston will slide out easier. So I got it all lubed up inside there. Now I just gotta wipe my hands a little bit here. Okay, now I made sure on this piston that the crank was all the way down in the down position. These ones are up, this is down, and that one's down. Just making sure they're down, so when I put the piston in, the rod part of it doesn't scratch your journal down there. And you just got to be gentle. Okay, now you take your piston, you put it in the piston ring compressor, and look, it's about like that. It looks like that. Bit of piston showing at the bottom so it can fit. I have an arrow inside here that tells me which is going to go towards the water pump and the timing belt side. So basically I'm going to slip it in here, slip the piston in. Okay, now tap all this down until it's flush. Make sure it's tight. Okay, and that's what it looks like so far. See, the arrow is pointed towards the water pump side, which is the crank side. So now it's all level and everything. Now I put the tool down. Actually, you know what? I like to hold it with the tool right like that, so then I can just go a couple good, and it's in. And that's one piston. I got 3 more to go, which I'm going to do this one and this one first. Then I'm going to rotate the crank so I can do it with the 2 middle ones, because the crankshaft is up right now, so I don't want to score it. So I'm going to do 1 and 4 first. Okay, I have the number 4 piston in my hand here, which has the arrow pointing that way again. Okay, I'm going to slip it in the slot here. Okay, I'm going to tap all the way around it. Okay, now that's level. I'm just going to make sure it's tight. Okay, that's tight. Put the tool down. Now I'm going to take this and tap her in too. There, she's in. She is in. Okay, now I'm just gonna rotate the crank. There, it's in a downwards position. Now I'm ready to insert the 2 other ones there. Pistons. I'll get back to you when it's all done. Okay, now that the rod caps are on, we're gonna torque them down to 34 foot-pounds-feet of torque each one. So I'm gonna start over here and I'm gonna work my way. $34. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. It's gonna torque now. Just gonna evenly put them down. There we go. There's one. I think there is a problem with that one. Uh-oh. I'll go down here. There's that one. Okay, that one is there. That one's there. Okay, now spin the block a little bit. There, now we get the center ones. Okay, I'm just going to tighten them down. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Now, tightening this one down too, just okay. Now I'm going to torque it down. There we go. And that's it. And that's how it's done. And that's the bottom end all put together. Watch. Wow. Okay, now it's all torqued down to spec. Now that's it spinning. Spins nice and free. I just took some premium gray Permatex gasket seal. I just put it on around the perimeter of the oil pump, and it goes right over here. Now I'm going to install that now. So basically you just let it wait for 5 minutes or so to set up, which mine has been. So now I am going to stick this in there, just like so. And there we go. Okay. Now I just gotta start feeding the bolts, which I have them all right here, to hold all this down. This one here. A nut goes on this one. If it goes on, just take all my long bolts and now place them in where they go. In there, and that one goes in here. Okay. And this one's right here. And they're all 10 mil sockets, bolts. Now I'm just going to tighten them all down. And the one bolt right here, this bolt right here is a 12 or 13, and that's basically what it looks like. Okay, now that's all the pistons and everything in. The oil pump's on. I just gotta put the pickup tube, which should have the gasket on there already, and put this piece on. That's all it's left to do. That goes on the back over here around the crank, and I'll show you what it looks like with the piston spinning. Okay, here's the piston spinning. Sheesh. Bottom end is done. Top dead center. That's where it's at. Top dead center. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. CPF Custom Garage.